What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nadia here, and we get ready to talk about Married at First Sight. First, I want to make a disclaimer. Please excuse my nasally sound, my congestion sound. I am just getting over a cold. So look over it. Work with your girl. But anyway, let's get right into it. All right, so first things first. There's this narrative going around, on the internet, especially with, different, videos on YouTube, and they're, trying to run with the whole, Brianna's bossy, this is an XYZ. Okay, so she might be bossy. She has admitted to being bossy. However, I have not seen one time on this screen that she has been bossy, nitpicky, yes, but not bossy to Vincent. That's just number one out the gate. So granted, joking around, everybody can't take certain jokes. And Vince he's not obligated to, or should I say, he can be offended if he wants to. That's his right to feel. You get what I'm saying? However, is that enough for you to pack your bags? Is that enough for you to pack your bags and leave? Make that make sense. To me, that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all say. That do not make sense. She did not do anything to him to warrant him. So everybody just going to forget that everybody, his family and everybody said he got a bad temper. So I don't know about y'all, but it's giving very much emotionally abusive tease to me. And that's I'm just keeping it a buck with that. So, and I'm going to kind of jump right in when Vincent was sitting there talking to his friend. His friend was telling him, right, you got mad because your ego got bruised. She didn't handle your fragile ego because you dropped the champagne bottle. And now she disrespectful. Disrespectful, to me, that is a very strong word. And just because somebody she joked it off, or because it wasn't the way that he wanted her to react, so it's disrespectful now? To me, that's petty. That's petty, and is very immature, emotionally immature. And that's just that on that for me. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, she's demeaning. She's this. She might have been sarcastic. And again, I know that everybody does not speak the language of sarcasm. However, to the lengths he took it because his feelings was hurt or he was embarrassed. Really, dude? Like, that's the route we take it. So you gonna pack your shit up and leave because you got embarrassed? And everybody that already said you got a temper problem? It ain't adding up to me. The math ain't mathing to me. So hop off my girl, Brianna, okay? Hop off her case. Because she's trying, and she has, I saw the unfiltered, she took accountability for her role. But again, sis ain't do nothing wrong to him. I don't care what nobody say. Sis did not do anything wrong, period. All right, so let's get into the other couples really quickly before we hop into Paige and Chris, okay? So, Clara and Ryan. So Ryan is just so serious, and it's kind of like, it's so guarded, and it's almost like, did you sign yourself up for this show to be married, or did somebody else force you, like twist your arm and make you come on and get in the show and find some damn body? Because for somebody to be so guarded, but you're on a show centered around being married to a stranger, it's just... it's not making sense. And it's making me, it's making Clara feel insecure because she's like, dang, well, I'm ready to love, but he not ready to love. So what do I do? Like, how do I handle this? So, we'll see. We'll see. I think he'll eventually open up, eventually. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. And next, let's get to Haley and Jacob. So Haley, when she sat down with her friend first, she didn't take any accountability to why Jake was mad. And that pissed me off again, because I'm sitting here like, so he was not mad for no reason. Like, sis, like, she's like, I ain't taking that L. I'm not taking that L. So, she's forcing him. She's forcing herself to like him. So, you know, I guess. But back to Clara and Ryan really quickly. Something about, she mentioned that they had to, she's waiting for, I guess, to kind of grow in love. And the thing about growing in love, especially in a relationship, you're going to constantly, was that them? I don't know if that was them or not, but this idea came to me. Like, one thing about it, you can be physically attracted to someone, or you may not be physically attracted to someone. Either way, you're going to have to learn, and you're going to have to grow to love that person, because they're going to have little quirks, little ways about them, little flaws, and you will too, that you have to get used to or adjust to. And everybody has deal breakers. There's nothing wrong with having a deal breaker. So that whole growing in love, that's a process, and that don't stop. Like, that's continuous in a relationship. So don't think you're gonna hop your ass in a relationship, a fully committed relationship, and not have to grow in love. So I guess that's just a blanket for everybody on the show. All right, so Virginia, she's still on her bullshit. She felt like she didn't have to check in while she was at the wedding. Now, granted, I will say that Eric wanted her to check in every hour. That's a bit excessive. But, you know, to check in and say, hey, I'm here, or hey, I made it there, that's common courtesy in a relationship. So the fact that she feel like she shouldn't have to do that. I don't care how independent you are. You so damn independent, then you don't need to be in this process. You don't need to be to be in this situation where you have to care for somebody else's feelings. You don't need, why did you put yourself in that situation if you didn't want to do that? So, you know, that was crazy. So they get ready, they're, you know, prepping for their housewarming, and sis invited all guys. And I'm like, girl, you ain't have one woman friend, like one to invite to make your case look good. Like, that was crazy to me. So I feel like Eric taking it well. Like, he a trooper about everything. I feel like he's being as understanding as he can be. And another thing that I noticed is that while her friends and everybody are there, it's all men there, and all she talking about is liquor. Do you have any other thing to talk about besides liquor? I know you got something else productive going on in your life where you could talk about something else. Please. So, and I'm gonna say this. I could be wrong. But that friend, the one friend that pulled Eric out to talk to him, that's the one that liked Virginia. I might be reaching, but that's the one that liked Virginia. Because he went outside, he pulled his ass right outside and let him know, look, this thing we got going on, I'm not gonna let you come in between us. I'm not gonna let you come in between what we got. Because we got a good thing. But Virginia, if you don't check yourself, you're going to be without a husband. And that's just that on that. I also wanted to add that those wings at Virginia and Eric's house, they look delicious, bitch. They look so good. I love a good wing, a good chicken wing. I love it. Okay. So, and then that too with the whole guy situation too, I want to jump back on that. It very much so reminded me of Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill situation when Mike Hill brought all his, from Real Housewives of Atlanta, he brought all his friends over, and they were all like lady friends. You know, that would make your significant other look like, dang, like, what's going on here? Like, have you been with any one of these people? Are these your exes? It ain't like they gonna tell you because they want the situation to be good. They want everybody to keep, they want the rotation good. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Now, I don't feel like Eric should, jump the gun. He shouldn't jump the gun. However, I do feel like he's treating it as best as he can for now. Okay, so last but not least, Chris and Paige, right? All right, so it start off with Chris talking to his pastors, and they're telling him the right thing. You need to learn how to commit, whatever. He don't want to have shit they got to say. He don't want to have to hear shit that they have to say. In typical Chris fashion. In typical Chris fashion, which is so freaking irritating. So, and then it went to Chris talking to Paige on the phone, and she's still confused and all this other stuff. And what else happened? I noticed too, everybody get a nice, normal, regular housewarming, but Paige her housewarming is meeting up with an ex who's supposed to be pregnant. How shitty is that? That's so shitty. So anyway, they get to the meetup or whatever, and the girl, she was very, pretty, and what I didn't understand was how they had Chris, not sitting next to his wife. So it was kind of like them against her. So automatically, I know her defense, her defense mechanisms like kicked into overdrive, Paige. So that was a little interesting to me how they had the seating on that. And then I just felt like he should have been sitting next to her just because that is his wife. He did commit to being married, So the girl started off and she was just like, oh, I just want to let you know that I don't have any ill feelings towards you, Paige. And I'm like, okay, you shouldn't. Paige ain't do shit to you. What did she do to you? She didn't do anything, I guess she had to go all off of what Chris, been telling her. So there's that. So Chris, he should have been the mediator from jump. He sat back and he kind of let the ladies kind of sit back and handle it. And I'm like, but dude, this your mess though. Like, this your mess. Like, be a man. Like, you want all this respect and you want this, but be a man. Mediate it. Jump into it. Be that voice of, reason, or be that. What happened? You sit back, like a little boy, like you scared to fully attack the situation. You brought them together. They didn't bring themselves together to talk about this shit. You did. So fix it. They shouldn't have to. It shouldn't be up to them, left solely up to them to fix a situation. This situation. So I didn't like that. Paige used her whole, I could have been pregnant too. It kind of like dropped the bomb. And I kind of felt like that was a little catty. It was kind of like I'm a one up her. But sis, it's not no prize. You didn't get no reward. You're not collecting 200 as you exit. So you could have kept that little tidbit of information too. But I get it. She was like, okay, you saying that you could have left, you was about to leave me for her because she pregnant. But what if I was pregnant? You was going to leave me too? Is that what we do? How is that fair? And it made sense. I got her. I understood it when she said that. So the girl was acting all surprised that Paige could have been pregnant. I'm like, how can you be so surprised? Now, mind you, he could have been feeding her all type of lies. He could have been telling her, oh, we ain't had sex. We only did it one time. But baby, it only take one time to get pregnant. One time. That's it. And you knocked up, honey. Like, that's all it takes. So what was really funny, this is the good part. What was really funny was the ex was like, I don't want his ass. She was like, I don't want him. You got it, sis. You take him off my hands. I'm good. Me and my baby, we gonna have we gonna live a good life and we gonna be all right. It completely backfired on him. Completely. He thought he was gonna get two black women sitting there fighting and arguing over him, when that wasn't the case. She was like, I don't want him, girl. Like, how embarrassing. You sat there and you tried to embarrass Paige and make her feel less than, like you didn't want her. Well, all the while, the woman that you so-called wanted or was trying to make it work with don't want your ass. See how quick the tables turn? Do you see how quick they turn? So he's sitting there looking like Bobo the fool. Because the whole thing backfired on him. So he started trying to get mad. He get mad about the situation because he embarrassed again, bruised ego. And then he would have jumped out this whole, oh, you need to respect me. That same shit Vince be talking about, respect me, when their ego get kind of, knocked down to this big. And it's just like, nah, bruh. Nah, bro, we not for the road that way. We not about to go that way. Don't get mad. Nah, he was mad as fuck. Like, that was hilarious to me, y'all. That was just hilarious. And it's good at the end. She was like, you know what? This relationship doesn't serve me. Girl, confusion is the devil's playground, girl. Anytime there's any confusion, you need to go the other way and leave the situation. Because, again, it's not going to serve you. And she realized that. So I'm happy at the end. She decided, she was like, look, I'm done with this. I don't want him either. You got it. And I liked how old girl had checked him and was like, she's not being rude. You created this. You created this whole situation for both of us. And you thought we was going to sit here and argue over you? Please, pick again. All right, y'all. Y'all leave a comment for me. Let me know what y'all think about this last episode. Do y'all think Paige really left? Do you think that they're gonna try to work it out? Like, what y'all think? How this gonna go? I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if she really, really left. I'll believe it next episode if I see anything, or closer to the end of the season, because they might do a little switcheroo and say, oh, Paige is back to make it work. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for watching my Married at First Sight videos. Let me know what y'all think as well. All right, until next week, honey. Bye.